Helo blwyddyn pump, and welcome to the pre-recorded session for Wednesday, the 3rd of March 2021. I'm going to be taking you through today's maths task, area of a shape. Let me just remind you of where to find your daily maths and English challenges and where to respond. First, log into Seesaw. Then, click on Activities. You will see your maths and English tasks. Click on the green Add Response button to add your work into this folder for your teachers. If you get stuck on this page, there is a hyperlink that will take you to the Seesaw page, and then you can follow the instructions step by step. As you know, before we can start any work, we need to warm up our brains. You may want to get a piece of paper and a pen or pencil just to jot down your answers so you can check later on in this session. Okay, let's start with our first warm-up task. You have 2 minutes to solve the 5 number sentences on adding decimals. Fan chi, off you go. You've got 1 minute left. Thirty seconds left. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. Let's check. 5.4 add 2.3 equals 7.7. 2.2 add 1.7 equals 3.9. 8.6 plus 5.4 equals 14. 8.1 plus 1.2 equals 9.3. And 6.6 add 3.4 equals 10. Now for warm-up 2. I would like you to order the amounts from largest to smallest in 45 seconds. Your time starts now. Fan chi. 5 seconds. Okay, it's time to check your answers. Ordering the amounts from largest to smallest, you should have 1,125 first, then 1,000, then 995, 808, 754, 750, 745, 320 and £225. Now, let's move on to today's task. What is area and how do we measure it? Well, area is a measure of how much space the surface of a shape or object covers. Where shapes are small, we use squares with sides 1 centimetre long. We call these centimetre squares, or, as you've written it there, centimetres with a little 2 which stands for centimetres squared. To measure the area of larger shapes, we need to use squares that are based on a different unit of length. When measuring the area of a large shape, like a tennis court, for example, we use squares with sides 1 metre long. We call these metre squares, or the short form of writing it is a little m and a small 2, and that stands for square metres, metres squared. Now you'll notice on the screen there's a rectangle. It measures 5 centimetres by 4 centimetres. What is the area of the rectangle? We could calculate the area by counting all of the square centimetres, but I wonder, is there a quicker way? Here is the same rectangle. It measures 5 centimetres by 4 centimetres. And I've put alongside it on the right the other way of working it out, because you could, in the first example, count all of the squares. But the faster way and the mathematical way of calculating the area of a rectangle is to multiply the length by the width. So area equals length times width. So in this case, we have 5 centimetres and 4 centimetres. So 4 centimetres times by 5 centimetres, or 4 5s are 20 squares, so that's 20 square centimetres. You've got 20 centimetres with that little 2 to stand for 20 centimetres squared. Here is another rectangle. To calculate area, remember, we multiply the length by the width. So we've got 5 centimetres multiplied by 7 centimetres, and our answer needs to be recorded in centimetres squared. So I wonder, what is 5 centimetres times by 7 centimetres? That's right, it's 35 centimetres squared. The bronze task asks you to calculate the area of the shapes by counting the squares. Look carefully. Remember, the answers are recorded in centimetres squared. It's really important that you include that in your answer. You must include the unit that you are measuring in, and in this case it is centimetres squared. The silver task requires you to calculate the area by multiplying the length by the width. Remember, area equals length times by width. And your times tables will help you here. Again, take note and remember to write centimetres squared in your answer. For example, if we look at question 1, 5 centimetres multiplied by 5 centimetres equals, so 5 times 5 is 25. Centimetres times by centimetres means centimetres squared. So you must include that in your answer. Now, the goal task. The goal task asks you to log in to My Maths and complete the Introducing Area lesson and homework on My Maths. Again, you'll see on the slide I have a hyperlink that if you are stuck in getting to My Maths, if you click on that, it will take you directly to the My Maths login page. Let's see what will happen. So when you click on that link and you get onto the My Maths login page, it's really important that you remember that it is a two-step login. The first step is where you will see the blue My Maths page and you have to type in the school username and the school password. And I've put on the screen to help you, the school username and the school password are exactly the same, St Andrews 21. Once you've completed step 1, you are onto the St Andrews portal. But now you need to complete step 2. Step 2, you'll see the box that I have on the right-hand side. It has a green background and it's a navy box. And your job there is to type in your individual username and password that has been shared with you on Seesaw by your teachers. So you can see in the top box, you enter your username, and in the second box, you enter your password. Once you've done that, you will see something like this. You will see the green slide that is on the left of this page. It shows you all the homework that you might have been set by your teachers. For today's task, I need you to click on the task that the red arrow is pointing to, Introducing Area. When you click on that, you will see the image that's on the right of this slide. It says Introducing Area, finding the area of shapes that have straight sides and right angles. Now, you'll note, number 1, you need to click here first. So you'll need to click on Try the Lesson first and go through each of the chapters in that lesson. Go all the way through from number 1 to number 7, answering all of the things that are asked of you. You get to practice, you get to warm up your brain, you get to really make certain that you understand how to do the task before you complete your homework. So once you've gone through all of the lesson, you then need to click on Start Homework. So you'll see that that's number 2. Once you have completed all of the lesson, click here to complete your homework. The Year 5 teachers are really looking forward to seeing your work and we wish you the best of luck. Pob lwc! Da bo chi pawb!